the time has come.
My name is
Sama Sandy.
It's Mohammed Salam.
Magnus Kiguana.
Michael Benham.
It's Vivian Jenkins Nelson.
Al Wright.
Rosina Fuller, and I graduated 2001.
97 graduate.
1969 to be the first advisor.
And I'm a senior.
I graduated May 2008.
97.
Director of the Pan-African Center.
Is wearing a blue and white, and you can say it's...
Well, initially I came to Augsburg for sports via basketball. I was initially attracted through sports, basketball, Devon, Georgia and whatnot. And I played baseball in high school too, so I kind of had the connection there. But once I got here, I saw that there was a lot more to expand on.
Actually, I prayed about coming to Augsburg, and this is the only school I applied to. I knew I was supposed to come to Augsburg. I was invited to Augsburg by Anita Gay Hawthorne to come to the Rappin' Ribs, and one of my best friends, Heather Barker, was at Augsburg, so I came and hung out on campus, and I really liked it.
It was Lutheran. I'm Lutheran. I grew up on a Lutheran college campus, so it was like a second home to me. I also love the students that I worked with.
Because it's in an urban setting, it's a small campus, and they offered a lot of services that I needed.
A bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a medical degree, a law degree, a PhD.
PASU was just a great thing to be a part of. I wasn't fully active in a lot of the things, but I got involved because of my talents, my design and art talents. My friend Chad and Keith and all these friends I became friends with, I just would come in the office and Anita, Miss Hawthorne, she had an eye for picking out people's talents. She didn't care what color you were, who you were. She just
Anita Gay Hawthorne, she was amazing.
Community, particularly a multicultural community, it's one of the things I really admired about PASU. And PASU bridged the divide in terms of African American and I would just say blacks from all across the world. Connected us with the Pan-Afrikan Conference at Mankato, which connected us with minority students all across the state, and connected us with African American and African leaders from all over the world.
I think in many ways, having had the opportunity to work with the Pan-Afrikan Student Union since I came, the one thing I did notice is that the Pan-Afrikan Student Union really was an extension of the director's position and an extension of the Pan-African Center. And so the ways in which I couldn't reach students, given the large number of students that we have here and the competing demands of the job, it seemed very natural that the Pan-Afrikan Student Union was that leadership were those students that were definitely leaders and were, when given the opportunity to step up and provide other students with the services that the center provides, really did a wonderful job in complementing the Pan-Afrikan Center.
It gave me the opportunity to be an officer many different times, be able to be planning and being just organizing and being part of a team.
Financially helping me out with school-wise. I got a lot of aid from them, got help with the financial aid, a lot of different things as far as academically that I didn't know about the whole college experience that PASU was able to help me, give me information on that.
When I first came here, because it was really in the midst of the larger national student movement of African American students. And so it was, I hadn't been that long out of college myself, so it was a movement that personally changed my life as a young person, and it was also very significant in that it was changing the way in which college courses were being taught. It brought new majors to the college. It really was a time of really great change, and I wanted to be a part of that.
See, that's preposterous,
And that Satan that's stopping us, he's blocking us.
It's to see it continue to be a concrete organization at Augsburg. I think that they do a lot for the Augsburg community as a whole, as far as Augsburg and the Minneapolis community.
Well, I think PASU has a great future. I think it has the ability now to help the college move from just integrating itself into actually changing itself.
It's not going anywhere. It's probably the best, organization of this kind in the city, and outside of the Deep South, where you got full black schools, colleges, you don't find this kind of community up in this neighborhood. So it's got strong.
As long as everybody's still dedicated and the officers were still recruiting and still getting students to be involved, then PASU's future looks good.
Students were the driving force for a network, really a social network on a college campus like Augsburg's, is truly amazing. And to be able to look back now in 2009, these last 40 years have provided us with a wealth of knowledge and a great deal of a really great opportunity to grow as a student body, as a collective, and as members of the community at large. Really.